I'll start off really simply like this, a statement which could get me lambasted myself, but Liam Neeson did nothing wrong. Nothing. So I woke up this morning to tons of articles saying that Liam Neeson is in some race rape row. I was like, Liam, what the hell have you done? I don't like this. For me, Liam Neeson is one of my favourite actors of all time. He's bloody a Jedi, he's Qui-Gon Jinn, he's Aslan, he's Zeus, he's basically everything good in the world, you know? But yeah, I was shocked by the headline itself. But me being me, I know, hang on Naren, take a second here, actually read the article. Read all these articles, hear what the man said in an interview. And yeah, as I said, he did nothing wrong. Just to give a quick overview here, Liam Neeson was giving a press junket. He was on tour, a press tour for his new film, Cold Pursuit, I believe the name of the film is. And the reporter asked him specifically about revenge and how he, in a way, gets into these characters that are very revenge-filled and heavy in that regard. And then he came out with this story, and I'm going to try and give you the key points of the story without leaving any crucial information out. So, essentially, he just came out and said this incredible story, and there was a point to the story, and I think everyone just skipped over the point and went straight for the race thing. But this is what he said. He was shooting a film one time and he came back to Ireland, he went back home, and he found out that one of his friends, dear friends, one of his best friends, was brutally raped. He used the word brutally as well, and he obviously got filled with utter rage. Just to put this in context again, this was 30 or 40 years ago, you know, the world was a very different place. You could just go out and break someone's legs and no one would probably bat an eyelid, regardless of what race they were. But he ended up asking, do you know who it was? She didn't know who it was. What race was the guy? She said he's black. How tall is the guy? How big is the guy? He asked a ton of questions to try and get some type of consensus on what this guy looked like. And obviously, to understand how you narrow shit down, you'd be like, well, he was African Irish, I guess. Yeah, he was black. And he said that he went into a blind rage and that he felt that he wanted to go and kill a random black person. Anyone who was confrontational to him, he was like, I'm just gonna kill him. Now, obviously, that's bonkers, you know. I think he should have got some help, and he did get some help for it. But yeah, I mean, going out and killing somebody is not really a good option. But myself, I mean, if like my sisters or my cousins or deep close friends, something like that happened to them, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what would go through my mind. And he's basically being targeted here and lambasted for a thought crime. Because at the end of the day, he didn't actually commit the crime. He went round with the idea of killing somebody, which is a very, very foreign thought to most people, I would assume. But he didn't do anything. And he's being attacked now for thinking something wrong. Now, I don't know about you, but I've thought some pretty stupid things before. I really have. Some things I wouldn't ever want to say out loud when I was specifically angry. When you are filled with this uncontrollable rage, anything is possible. But the point of the story is, he didn't do it. He controlled himself after a week of being like, I need to go and kill a black man. Still a very bonkers thing. He said, hang on, this is bonkers. What the hell am I doing? I shouldn't be doing this. So then he went to a priest, he got some help, and he was like, I shouldn't be this angry about this. I should be angry, but I shouldn't be trying to vent it on someone who didn't do it. And what I took away from this after hearing his entire story was that revenge isn't always the option. You know, you have to understand that as an actor, I mean, I'm a training actor, obviously. I get what he means. There are different techniques, and sometimes you use certain things as emotional recall for how you felt in certain situations. That is a feeling that he uses when he needs to play these revenge type roles. He's been doing that for like 10 years now. It's basically his whole career at this point. But some people use that to get into character, and you know, that's what he uses. And people are saying now that, oh, if he's using a feeling like that about attacking a black man, then he's still actually racist. Now, I watched Whoopi Goldberg on The View, you know, a clip of it. I don't agree with everything Whoopi Goldberg says. You never agree with everything anyone says. But I agreed with her on what she was saying here. She said, I know Liam, he's not a racist. He was just in a film with Viola Davis, and they were basically They were lovers, basically, and just a regular interracial couple. How you can say that this man is a racist for a thought he had 40 years ago is honestly crazy. He was saying that revenge isn't the way to go, and you need to get away from the blind rage and reform yourself. He's saying that I had this thought all these years ago. I understand it was wrong, and I didn't act on my impulse to do it. Showing growth and improvement as a person. You can't just attack someone for something they didn't even do 40 years ago. What type of crazy shit is this? I mean, I think everyone in the world needs to have a look at themselves and be like, oh, I thought that about this person one time. Yeah, I shouldn't have thought that about that. Watching a film, oh no, I shouldn't have thought that this was, no, it's awful. It's so crazy. It's so hypocritical for people to be attacking him for something like this. We've all thought stupid shit at one point in our life. Even now, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds will be thinking stupid shit. They might think they're the most, righteous person in the world, but I'm sure they've had ridiculous thoughts. Like, it's just like people who are pro-Israel, obviously have horrible thoughts potentially about Palestinians. People who are pro-Palestinian obviously have horrible thoughts about pro-Israel. It's just how shit works, you know? People have bad thoughts about other people. I mean, we're getting to a better point in the world. I don't think the world's ever been in a better space. I mean, I would say that 10 years ago the world was better than it is right now. There's just so much animosity inside Western countries right now. Between the left and the right. It's hard to be centered, because people are just like, make a choice. I don't want to make a choice. I agree with some things on this side, some things on this side. Just what do you want from me? He did say that if it was an Englishman or a Scot or a Lithuanian, man, he would have been hunting for that particular person. And trust me, I mean, after seeing his skills, he has a particular set of them. I wouldn't want to be hunted by the guy. No. Hey, I'm just glad the guy who did this crime wasn't Irish, because Liam would have probably been able to find out who it was. And the guy would probably be dead. Liam Neeson would be in jail. And we'd have a murder on our hands. So it's probably better it wasn't an Irishman, to say the least. We've all thought stupid shit at one point in life. And if you're sane and logical, you will regret them and you will say that was wrong. And that's exactly what he's done. The best way to learn is to learn from someone else's mistake. That way you don't need to make it yourself. I think he's putting out a story here to say, don't do what I did. I think that's what he's trying to say. I could be wrong. I could be, inferring something completely different. But I think I'm right. I think it's people might think I'm wrong. I think it's very brave that he's come out and said this. He's saying that I had these thoughts of killing somebody, a black man, even if it be so, 40 years ago, and I've changed, and the reform I had, it didn't take him 30 or 40 years to understand what he did was wrong. It was a week later, he was like, maybe I shouldn't be thinking these thoughts, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. I think the race of the person was rather inconsequential to what was actually happening in the moment. Someone he got raped. I mean, I think people are skipping over this quite a lot. I mean, it's not like this came out of nowhere. There was a reason for his potential action. And in the end, he didn't actually do anything. The person who raped the person did something. He didn't. So, that's all I have to say. But anyway, guys, I've been NarendraTheComic. You've been great. And I'll see you next time. Skadoosh. So, Liam, I still support you. I'm not going to boycott your films.